Good day to you. Hi, I'm Renee, and this is United Spirits Village. I'm so glad that you made it here today for our daily discussion. The fit word of the day is attitude. Attitude is a way of showing up in the world, expressing yourself, revealing who you are, your emotions or energy that you carry around. Attitude is, pardon me, a mindset. And the cool thing about attitude is you are empowered to show up any way that you like, any way that you are moved to in the moment. You can be impactful. Actually, you will be impactful. You impact your whole self, you impact your environment, and you never know how your attitude ripples out amongst your family, friends, neighborhood, environment. You are empowered to create, design, show up the way you want to. So, I have a little story about my attitude. So, some of you know I had a little mouse in the house, a real mouse. And it was a really cute mouse. I knew it was cute before I even saw it. But then I came face to face with it about three, four, five, half a dozen times. And it caused me a little distress because, in society, it's not acceptable to have a mouse in the house or any other critters to, for that matter, no critters in the house, please. No creepy crawlers with 6 or 8 legs. No furry, cute, cotton ball like creatures with 4 legs and a long tail. No, no, no. However, I saw this little creature face to face, like I said, and then it caused a dilemma within me. What kind of attitude would I display about this mouse? So it was a challenge because for me, my attitude is about my intentions, my values, and my vision. How do I want to show up in the world? How do I express myself? What is my energy? How do my behaviors reflect my intentions, my values, and my vision? So, the challenge to be solved was, what do I do with this mouse in the house? I decided I didn't want it. So, my strategy, okay, I think it was really cool. I prayed about it. Like, dear God, what do I do about this mouse in the house? I prayed, I sat still, and I listened. And then I was told to do certain things, and I acted on it. But first things first, before I prayed, actually, I should have prayed first, right? Actually, I told a few people, and then I got some suggestions on which poisons and traps to get the mouse. And then my friend Calvin, thank you, Calvin, he went to Home Depot, stood in a long line, and he knew that I didn't want to kill the mouse. Let's just put that out there. Renee was not going to kill the mouse. It was not in alignment with my values to kill another creature. So he bought these sensors for me, and I had 3 of them, and I put them around the house. And what it did is it creates these sound waves that hurt the poor little mouse's ears or something to that effect. And so the mouse ended up in my stove. I hope some of you will come over for dinner. No. So anyway, so the mouse moved from my bookcase where, I was feeding it. Yes, I gave it cashews and peanuts and carrots, and it grew. It put on some weight over 3 weeks. It was in my house, but that's for real. I did feed it, but so the mouse apparently was distressed by the sound waves and ended up in my stove. And so I was like, oh no. So I unplugged those things. I didn't want it in the stove. It was better being in the bookcase. Then I prayed because it was making noise in the stove. It was eating crumbs. I could hear it amplify eating crumbs from my bread or whatever I had cooked in there. This is a real life dilemma, okay? I don't watch the news, but the news in my house is very interesting. Um, so I prayed, and then I talked about it with my coworkers, and some of my coworkers gave me suggestions, and then Nancy at work said, "Oh well, how about she?" told me about a way to capture the little mouse in a bucket. And so I didn't know exactly what she was talking about. So I YouTubed it. No, I Googled it. YouTube, Google, you'll get some answers. But so I devised a mouse trap. So I got some peanut butter. I put it on the edge of a ruler. I balanced the ruler on my counter over an empty kitchen garbage can. And so, okay, if I can figure out how to show you the picture, I'll post it here. And if you don't see the picture, I didn't figure it out. I want to post this video and be off to the gym. But so I hope I can post a picture so you can see little Mickey. Well, some of my friends named him Jerry, and some of them called him Ben. And I like Mickey Mouse, little Mickey Mouse. He took the bait. This was 12:30 midnight. One day, I forget the day, but I was falling asleep. I forgot about the trap, and then I hear this clatter, and I was like, "Oh my goodness, did the mouse end up in there?" And I went in there, and little Mickey was there. So wow, I was really proud of myself. I didn't harm him. And so let me get to the chase. I took him to the creek. The creek is about half a block from my house. Yes, around 12:30 midnight. I took Mickey and released him, and he ran off into the wooded area. Yay. So why did I take all this time to tell you this story? My values, my intention, and my vision. My values are, I really, excuse me, bask in joy and peace, love, harmony, whole health. And my intention is to co-create with life, not destroy life. And this little mouse, it showed fear, it ate, it kept me company for 3 weeks. There's no way I could destroy that little mouse life. That wasn't up to me to do that. So my vision is safety for all humans, of course, and then all life. All life. It just matters to me to know what I stand on a situation, and in general, I'm about life and joy, safety, and peace. So saving that little mouse's life is in alignment with my highest good. Do no harm, thrive, and co-create. So that is my attitude. Most days, some days, that's what I'm thriving for. And sometimes I do have an attitude where everything's wrong. I don't want to feel joy. I just want to bask in my doom and gloom. And then that works for a little while, and then it gets played out. So at some point, it's like, oh, this does not feel good. I'm not creating, and I'm still here. I got to do something. So I find that knowing my intention in general, my intention is whole health, safety, joy, peace, harmony, fun, and adventure. And my vision is to resonate in the world. When I show up, I know that I affect my environment and the people around me. So that is, excuse me, attitude. Excuse me. I need a little warm water, but so here's a reminder to you, my tribe, our tribe, United Spirits Village, that you are empowered to create your attitude. You are empowered to show up in a way that you feel good about. And even when you don't feel good, that's okay too. But you are empowered to choose and to show up the way you want. And I guarantee you, you impact those around you, you impact your environment. So how do you feel about that, about attitude? I just want to say you are royal, you are divine and special. And just remember that. When you remember how beautiful you are, you're a creation of the Almighty, and you reflect that in any way you want. You have a choice. Show up the way you want. I encourage you to be mindful of that. So please leave in the chat what you think about attitude. And I know there are all kinds of attitudes. I've seen some that are interesting, and I've showed up in interesting ways. but I'm empowered to be whatever I want to be. And I'm grateful. I'm grateful to you. I love you. I will see you tomorrow. Remember, call me, email me, put in the chat about topics that we should share, and I get phone calls. My days have been very busy because thank you for those of you who have called and gave me constructive feedback about how my videos are showing up, and I'm working on those things, and it's a process, a learning curve of showing up on these videos, but it's been so fun. It's been so fun. It is a pleasure expressing myself, opening up my throat chakra. I love you. Have a beautiful, beautiful day. It's foggy outside. Oh, it cleared up a little bit and the sun is shining. I love you and see you tomorrow. Mwah.